Why let anyone else dictate your journey when you're the master of your fate? Think about that for a second. How many times have you given someone else control over your life, letting their opinions, their expectations, or their doubts shape your future? Enough is enough. You were not born to be a passenger in your own story. You were meant to take the wheel, set the course, and drive forward with everything you got. But here's the problem. Too many people are stuck waiting for permission, waiting for the right moment, waiting for someone to tell them, go ahead, chase your dreams. Let me tell you something. If you wait for that, you'll be waiting forever. Your destiny is yours to command, but that means you have to rise up and take responsibility. No more playing small. No more hiding behind hesitation. This is your time, this is your life, and from this moment on, you're in control. Success doesn't start with external changes, it starts with what's happening inside your mind. If you want to win, you have to stop entertaining distractions that keep you from your true purpose. The biggest enemy isn't always failure, it's comparison. It's scrolling through life, measuring yourself against everyone else, and losing sight of your own race. You see, distractions don't just steal your time, they steal your focus. They drain your energy, they convince you that you're not enough. But the truth is, you are more than enough. You have what it takes. The only thing standing in your way is the noise you've been listening to. The voices telling you that you can't, that you shouldn't, that someone else is better. But here's the reality, nobody can be you. Nobody else can walk your path, think your thoughts, or bring to life what's inside of you. Your real competition isn't out there, it's in the mirror. So from this moment on, you stop looking sideways, you stop chasing someone else's dream, you build your own. Excuses are easy, action is hard. That's why most people stay stuck. They spend their lives talking about what they could do instead of actually doing it. But let's be real, nobody ever changed their life by making excuses. You can tell yourself you don't have enough time. You can say you're too tired. You can convince yourself that your circumstances are holding you back. But at the end of the day, those are just stories you're telling yourself. The truth? You have everything you need to start right now. The question is, will you? If you want to transform your life, you need to get serious. You need to stop waiting for motivation and start moving with discipline. Because success isn't built on inspiration, it's built on showing up when it's hard, when it's inconvenient, when nobody's watching. That's the moment that defines you. And that's the moment you step up and take control. Your life is a blank canvas. Every choice you make is a brushstroke, every action a color, every moment an opportunity to create something incredible. But here's the thing, too many people are letting others paint their picture. They're letting fear hold the brush. They're filling their canvas with regrets instead of bold, fearless strokes of possibility. It's time to reclaim that power. It's time to stop doubting and start doing. You have a fire inside you, a vision, a talent, a dream that only you can bring to life. But fire doesn't burn without fuel, and that fuel is action. The world doesn't need another person stuck in hesitation. It needs someone bold enough to step up, take the brush, and paint their own masterpiece. And that someone, that's you. You're not here to watch from the sidelines. You're here to create something unforgettable. So pick up that brush, make your mark. And never let anyone tell you what your masterpiece should look like. Comparison is a game you'll never win. It's a silent thief, creeping in when you're not looking, draining your energy, stealing your confidence, and robbing you of time you'll never get back. And the worst part, it's a game you didn't even sign up for. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself measuring your success against someone else's? Scrolling through their highlights, stacking up their wins against your struggles, letting their life set the standard for your own. But here's the truth, comparison is a trap. It distracts you from your own path, shifts your focus away from what actually matters, and keeps you stuck chasing someone else's version of success. So let me ask you this, how much longer are you going to let comparison steal from you? How many more days will you waste looking at someone else's journey instead of building your own? The moment you unmask this thief and take back your focus, you reclaim your power. And once you do that, nothing can stop you. You can't win your race if you're too busy watching someone else run theirs. It's impossible. Imagine you're on a track, running as fast as you can, but instead of looking ahead, you keep glancing to the side, watching everyone else. What happens? You slow down, you trip, you lose focus, and eventually you fall behind. That's exactly what happens when you spend your time fixating on others. Every second you spend measuring their progress is a second stolen from your own. And here's the reality, no matter how much you watch them, it won't change your results. It won't make you better. It won't push you forward, it will only keep you stuck. But the moment you shift your focus, when you start looking sideways and start looking ahead, That's when everything changes. That's when your speed increases, your progress accelerates, and your vision clears. Because the only way to move forward is to focus on your path, not theirs. Let's get real. Are you living your life, or are you just following in someone else's shadow? Are you chasing a dream that's truly yours, or are you just running after what looks good on the outside? Too many people spend their lives trying to imitate others, thinking that if they copy someone else's moves, they'll get the same results. But let me tell you something. You will never outshine someone by walking their path. You will never reach your full potential by living in someone else's shadow. Think about it. The greats, the ones who changed the game, didn't get there by being copies. They got there by being originals. They didn't waste time chasing shadows. They stepped into their own light. And that's exactly what you need to do. Stop looking at what others are doing. Stop trying to fit into someone else's mold. Start building your own. Because the day you stop chasing shadows and start owning your path, that's the day everything changes. Comparison comes at a cost, a heavy one. Every time you compare yourself to someone else, you're paying with your time, your energy, and your focus. It's like a slow leak in your tank. Before you even realize it, you're running on empty. And the worst part, you don't even gain anything from it. You don't grow from watching someone else's success. You don't improve by obsessing over their results. All it does is distract you from your own progress. So let's put it into perspective. How much more could you accomplish if you stopped wasting time on comparisons? How much closer would you be to your goals if you poured all that energy into yourself instead? Because here's the truth. The more you focus on others, the less you focus on you. And if you really want to grow, you have to make a choice. Do you keep feeding the distraction, or do you take back control? Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Let those words sink in. Say them out loud if you have to. Write them down. Make them a part of your daily mindset. Because at the end of the day, your only real competition is you. Your goal isn't to be better than someone else. It's to be better than who you were yesterday. And the only way to do that is by putting all your energy where it belongs, on your own growth. Every second you spend comparing is a second wasted, but every second you invest in your progress moves you forward. So shift your mindset, redirect your energy, train yourself to block out the noise, stop looking sideways and start focusing on your next move. Because the only person you need to beat is the one staring back at you in the mirror. This is where everything changes. This is the turning point. You spend enough time looking at others. You've wasted enough energy measuring your life against someone else's. Now it's time to shift gears. It's time to step fully into your power, because when you stop comparing, something incredible happens. You gain clarity, you gain confidence. You gain control over your future. And instead of chasing after what someone else has, you start creating what's meant for you. This isn't about losing something, it's about gaining everything. Your focus, your purpose, your strength. So from this moment forward, comparison is no longer a part of your story. You don't have time for it, you don't have space for it, you have work to do, your work. The next chapter of your life starts with one decision. Will you keep watching others, or will you step up and take control? The choice is yours. If you want to win, you have to stop chasing everything outside of you and start focusing on what's within. Too many people spend their lives watching others, measuring their progress against someone else's success. But real success isn't about comparison. It's about self-mastery. Self-focus isn't about ignoring the world, it's about directing your energy where it matters, on your growth, your discipline, your vision. Because the moment you shift your attention from what others are doing to what you need to do, everything changes. You stop reacting and start creating. You stop drifting and start deciding. Think about it. How much time have you wasted worrying about someone else's life instead of building your own? How often have you let distractions pull you away from what truly matters? It's time to stop. It's time to reclaim your focus. Because the foundation of every great achievement isn't external. It's built inside you, in the way you think, the way you work, and the way you refuse to settle for anything less than your best. Your mind is a garden. Every thought you entertain, every action you take, every habit you nurture, it's a seed. And whether you realize it or not, you're always planting something. The only question is, what are you growing? Are you planting doubt, hesitation, and fear? Or are you planting discipline, vision, and progress? Because what you focus on today will determine what you harvest tomorrow. If you let distractions overrun your mind, you'll find yourself lost in weeds of regret. But if you cultivate self-focus, your future will be full of growth, clarity, and success. Take a look at your daily actions. Are they leading you toward the life you want? Or are you just running in circles, wasting time on things that don't serve you? This is your moment to make a choice, to start tending to the garden of your future, to water the right habits, to pull out the distractions, and to commit to growing something worth harvesting. Because success isn't given, it's grown. And it starts with what you plan today. When was the last time you invested in your dreams? Not just thought about them, not just talked about them, but truly put in the work to make them real. Most people wait for permission, they wait for the perfect time, they wait until they feel ready. But let me tell you something, waiting won't get you anywhere. The only way to make your dreams happen is to invest in them. Not with money, but with effort, with time, with discipline. Nobody is going to build your dream for you. Nobody is going to hand you success. It's on you. So ask yourself, are you really giving your dreams what they deserve? Or are you just hoping things will change on their own? Because success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who show up every single day and do the work, no matter what. If you want to see results, you have to stop wishing and start building. The world is loud. Everywhere you turn, there's someone shouting about what you should be doing, where you should be going, and how you should be living. And if you're not careful, that noise will drown out your own voice. But here's the truth. Real focus isn't found in the chaos of external opinions. It's found in your own clarity. The moment you stop listening to every distraction, every comparison, every outside expectation, that's when you find real peace. That's when you start moving with purpose. Think about it. When was the last time you truly sat with your own thoughts, without distraction, without influence? Most people spend their lives reacting to the noise around them instead of listening to themselves. But if you want to create something meaningful, you have to protect your focus. You have to learn to shut out the noise and tune in to what truly matters. Because the more you master self-focus, the less the outside world can shake you. You've given away too much of your energy, worrying about what others think, chasing things that don't serve you, letting distractions pull you off track. But enough is enough. It's time to take your energy back. Every day you have a choice. You can either pour your time into your goals, your growth, your success, or you can waste it on things that don't matter. And let me be clear, energy is limited. If you're constantly giving it to distractions, you won't have any left for the things that truly matter. So right now, make a decision. No more wasted energy, no more waiting, no more letting the outside world control where your focus goes. From this moment on, you commit to yourself. You decide that your dreams, your goals, and your future are worth every ounce of effort you have. Because the life you want isn't built on wishing, it's built on action. And action starts the second you take back control. This is the turning point, the moment you stop thinking about self-focus and start living it. Because focus isn't just a mindset, it's a habit. And once you train yourself to keep your eyes on your own path, once you learn to protect your energy, invest in your growth, and trust your vision, that's when everything starts moving forward. That's when success stops being an idea and starts becoming your reality. So here's your challenge. Don't just walk away from this with motivation, walk away with action. Decide right now what needs to change. Decide where your energy is going. Decide what steps you will take today, not tomorrow, not next week, today, because success isn't waiting, your future isn't waiting. The only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the choice you make right now. So make it. Step forward and never look back. Now let's talk about how you can start winning by focusing on you. Enough with waiting, enough with hesitating. It's time to move. You've spent too long thinking, analyzing, planning. But thoughts don't change your life. Actions do. You don't need another motivational speech to tell you that success is possible. What you need is to step up and make it happen. Here's the truth. Nobody is going to hand you success. Nobody is coming to save you. If you want change, you have to create it. If you want growth, you have to push for it. If you want a better life, you have to start working for it today. So ask yourself, are you ready to take control? Are you ready to stop waiting and start building? Because the moment you make that choice, everything changes. No more hesitation, no more excuses, just action. Time is your most valuable resource, and yet most people treat it like it's unlimited. They waste it, they let distractions eat it up, and then they wonder why they're stuck. But let me tell you something. Your time is your life. If you waste it, you waste everything. So here's what you do. Block your time. Protect it like treasure. You wouldn't hand over your paycheck to a stranger, so why do you give away your time so easily? If something doesn't add value to your goals, cut it. Start each day with purpose. Write down what needs to get done. Set non-negotiable time slots for your biggest priorities. And when distractions come knocking, ignore them. because every minute you let slip away is a minute you'll never get back. Use your time wisely and success will follow. What do you really want to achieve? Not what others expect from you, not what looks good on paper. What do you want? If you don't know the answer, you're drifting. And drifting never leads to success. You need a vision, you need a plan, you need a destination. So sit down and define it. Be specific. Don't just say, I want to be successful. What does success look like for you? Is it financial freedom, better health, a thriving business, a strong mindset? Get clear on it, because if you don't know what you're chasing, you'll never catch it. Then break it down. Set small, measurable goals. Track your progress. Adjust when needed, and most importantly, stay committed. Because the road to success isn't straight. It's full of detours, obstacles, and challenges. But if you keep your eyes on the vision, you'll get there. One step at a time. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't build success on a broken foundation. That's why self-care isn't a luxury, it's a requirement. If you want to win, you need energy, you need strength, you need clarity, and that means taking care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Eat right, move daily, get your sleep, cut out toxic habits, and most importantly, protect your peace. If something drains you, if it pulls you away from your purpose, let it go, because a sharp mind and a strong body are your greatest weapons. And if you keep them in top shape, nothing will stop you. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, negative people, endless scrolling, useless arguments. They steal your time, your focus, your energy. And if you let them, they will steal your future. So it's time to cut the noise. Treat your focus like a laser, narrow it down. Every time you catch yourself drifting into distractions, pull yourself back, ask yourself, is this moving me forward? If the answer is no, then it's slowing you down. Plan, execute, repeat. That's the formula for success. Distractions have no place in that equation. Lock in, stay focused, and keep moving. Because the sharper your focus, the faster you win. Life will test you, challenges will come, setbacks will happen. That's the reality. But here's what separates winners from everyone else. Winners don't stop. When things get hard, most people quit. They make excuses, they let fear take over, but not you, not anymore. Because every challenge is an opportunity, every setback is a lesson, every failure is a stepping stone. So the next time you hit a wall, don't back down. Don't complain, break through it, find another way, learn, adapt, push forward, because the only way you lose is if you quit, and quitting's not an option. Now, take a moment, stop everything, think. What's one thing holding you back? One habit, one mindset, one excuse? Write it down, be honest with yourself. Then ask, what are you going to do about it? Reflection isn't about looking back, it's about looking forward. It's about recognizing what needs to change and making a commitment to change it, because knowledge without action is useless. If you've made it this far, it's because something inside you knows you're capable of more. Don't ignore that voice. Write down one step you'll take today, not tomorrow, today, because change starts the moment you decide to move. This is it, this shift, the turning point. You now have the tools, the strategies, the mindset. The only thing left, action. Because at the end of the day, success isn't about luck, it's not about talent, it's about who is willing to show up, put in the work, and refuse to quit. And now, that's you. So step forward, take control, make the moves that matter, because every focused action, every disciplined decision, every single day that you show up, that's what builds success. No more waiting, no more distractions, no more sitting on the sidelines. This is your time. This is your life. And from this moment on, you run the show. The words you speak to yourself shape your reality. Every thought, every belief, every quiet whisper in your mind lays the foundation for what you become. If your inner dialogue is filled with doubt, hesitation, and limitations, then your actions will reflect that. But the moment you shift that voice, the moment you take control of your thoughts, you begin rewriting your story. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough. Stop repeating the same tired excuses that keep you stuck. Instead, declare your strength. Speak power into your own existence. Remind yourself that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you have everything it takes to rise. This isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about facing them with a voice so strong, so clear that no obstacle can shake your belief. Your mind is a tool. Sharpen it. Choose words that build you up, not tear you down. Because when you believe in yourself, you turn impossibilities into unstoppable victories. If you chase someone else's dream, you'll never live your own. Too many people are running in circles, trying to keep up with what looks successful, what looks impressive, what seems like the right path. But let me ask you this, is that path even yours? When you spend your life copying others, you lose yourself. You miss out on what you were meant to build, meant to create, meant to accomplish. And for what? For approval, for validation? That's not real success. You need to take a hard look at what matters to you. Strip away the noise, the distractions, the comparisons. What do you want? What sets your soul on fire? That's where your energy belongs. Because real success isn't found in mimicking others, it's found in owning your own path and walking it with conviction. Isn't it time you became the champion of your own life? Think about it. How long have you been waiting for approval, for a sign, for someone to tell you you're good enough? The only validation you need is your own belief in yourself. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I living the life I want, or am I just existing? Am I fighting for my dreams, or am I letting fear dictate my choices? Because every moment you hesitate, every opportunity you ignore, every dream you put on hold, it's time slipping away. You were meant for more. You know it, deep down, you feel it. So stop waiting, stop doubting, step up, take control, and own the power you already have inside you. Your life is a ship and you are the captain. Think about that. Right now, you're either steering toward your goals or you're drifting aimlessly, letting the waves of life push you wherever they want. And here's the truth. If you don't take control of the wheel, someone else will. Distractions, opinions, setbacks, they're just waves trying to knock you off course. But a strong captain doesn't panic. A strong captain doesn't let the storm decide where they end up. A strong captain keeps their eyes on the destination and steers through the chaos. So where is your ship headed? Are you sailing toward a future you actually want? Or are you just floating, hoping things will work out? It's time to take control. Set your course. Stay focused. And never let the waves of distraction push you off track. Your journey, your pace, your victory. Say it, own it, live it. Mantras aren't just words, they are anchors. They are the thoughts that ground you when doubt tries to creep in. They remind you of who you are, what you're working toward, and why you won't stop until you get there. Every morning, remind yourself, I am capable, I am strong, I am in control of my destiny. Say it when you wake up, say it when you feel tired, say it when challenges come knocking. Because the more you repeat it, the more it becomes part of you. You are not here to blend in. You are not here to live by someone else's rules. You are here to win. Keep repeating that truth until it's no longer a thought, it's a fact. Your mindset is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. You can have talent. You can have skill. You can have opportunities. But if your mindset is weak, if your belief in yourself wavers, none of that will matter. Because success isn't just about ability, it's about resilience. It's about refusing to let setbacks define you. Look at the people who have made it. Athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders. Were they handed success? No, they built it. They fought for it. And they did it because they refused to let failure break them. They saw obstacles and instead of stopping, they adjusted, they learned, and they kept going. That's the mindset you need. A mindset that doesn't crumble under pressure. A mindset that doesn't quit when things get tough. Because the only way to lose is to stop trying, and that is not an option. Your victory isn't out of reach, it's right in front of you, and the only thing standing between you and success is your decision to go after it. Fear is the enemy you don't see. It's the whisper in your mind telling you that you're not good enough. It's the hesitation that keeps you from taking the next step. It's the invisible weight that slows you down, keeping you trapped in the same place. But here's the truth. Fear is not real. It's a thought, a doubt, a story you've told yourself so many times that you've started believing it. And the only way to take back your power is to expose it. Name your fears. Call them out. What are you afraid of? Failure? Judgment? Not being enough? Say it. Acknowledge it. And then strip it of its power. Because the moment you stop running from your fears and start facing them, they lose their grip. Fear thrives in the shadows. But once you bring it into the light, you'll see it for what it really is. Just another obstacle you're more than capable of overcoming. What happens when you let fear win? When doubt calls the shots? When hesitation becomes your default response? Nothing. And that's the problem. Every second you wait, every opportunity you let slip away, every time you convince yourself that tomorrow is a better time to start, you are paying a price. And the cost, your future. Picture where you could be if you stopped hesitating. Imagine the life you could build if you stopped letting fear decide for you. But instead you stand still, watching your potential drift further away. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets to catch up. It's time to wake up. Inaction is the real failure. The longer you stay stuck, the more you allow fear to steal from you. Act now. Move now. Change now, because the price of waiting is too high and you can't afford to waste another second. Your mind is a battlefield. On one side, there's the voice that tells you to go for it, to push forward, to believe in yourself. On the other side, there's the noise, doubt, negativity, distractions. And if you don't take control, the noise wins. So what do? You fight back. You block out anything that doesn't push you forward. You refuse to let outside opinions dictate your actions. You train yourself to recognize distractions and shut them down before they steal your focus. Because if you don't control your mind, the world will do it for you. Right now, decide. Take control before fear takes control of you. Every wasted second spent on self-doubt is a second stolen from your future. So silence the noise, take the wheel, and drive forward with unstoppable determination. Are you willing to let fear steal another moment of your life? Are you going to sit back and watch opportunities pass you by? Or are you ready to step up and own your future? Every day, you are faced with a choice. Do something or do nothing. And every time you choose hesitation over action, you're reinforcing the grip that doubt has on you. Think about it. What's stopping you? What's the excuse? And more importantly, is it worth the price of staying the same? You don't have time to waste. Life isn't waiting for you. It's happening now. Every second matters. Every decision shapes your future. So stop waiting, stop thinking, start moving, because the only person standing between you and success is you. Imagine waking up to a thick fog, so dense you can't see what's ahead. You know there's a road, you know there's a destination, but all you see is uncertainty. That's what doubt does. It clouds your vision, keeping you from seeing the possibilities in front of you. But here's the thing about fog. It doesn't last. The sun rises, the mist clears, and the road becomes visible again. And the same is true for you. Every step forward, no matter how small, lifts the fog a little more. You don't have to see the entire path right now. You just have to take the next step. One step toward clarity, one step toward progress, one step toward the life you deserve. Because the longer you stand still, the thicker the fog becomes. But the moment you move, it begins to lift. Stand up right now. Stand up and claim your power. You've spent too long doubting yourself, questioning your worth, making excuses for why you're not where you want to be. Enough. Your obstacles, they're not walls, they're tests. Challenges designed to see if you have what it takes, and guess what? You do. Stop waiting for an easy path. Stop hoping for shortcuts. Real growth happens when you push through, not when you give up. So here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you success. It's on you. But the good news, you have everything you need to rise above. So rise, conquer, take control, because this is your time, your fight, your victory. Look at how far you've come. You started with doubt, distractions, and the weight of comparison slowing you down. But step by step, you stripped those barriers away. You exposed the fears that held you back. You reclaimed your focus. You built a mindset of strength and determination. Every challenge you faced has prepared you for this moment. Every lesson you've learned has sharpened your vision. This isn't just progress, it's transformation. And here's the truth. Your journey is far from over. What you've gained isn't just motivation, it's clarity, it's power, it's proof that when you focus on yourself, you create unstoppable momentum. You are not the same person who started this journey. You are stronger, you are sharper, and now it's time to take everything you've learned and use it to win. Now's the time to rise, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. You've done the work, you've sharpened your focus, you've silenced the noise. Now there is only one thing left to do. Take action. No more hesitation, no more second guessing, no more waiting for the perfect time. This is your time. Say it out loud. Focus on yourself and win your life. This is your moment to step up and take control. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to do the work for you. Your future is in your hands. The only question is, what are you going to do with it? Every day, remind yourself why you started. Every morning, wake up and own your path. Say it again. Focus on yourself, and win your life. Let these words sink into your mind. Let them become a part of who you are. This isn't just a phrase, it's a declaration, a promise to yourself that no matter what stands in your way, you will keep moving forward. You've faced doubt and crushed it. You've silenced the distractions. You've built the habits, the discipline, the unshakable drive. Now you live by it every single day. The world isn't waiting for you. It's time to rise and claim what's yours. Now, I have one final question for you. Are you ready to be the winner you were meant to be? This is the moment of truth, the defining moment where you decide, will you step into your potential or will you stay where you are? Fear will try to pull you back. Doubt will whisper excuses. But deep down, you already know the answer. You know you were made for more. This isn't just another speech. This isn't just another motivation. This is your call to rise. Are you going to answer it? Or are you going to let this moment slip away? Enough waiting, enough hesitating. It's time to step forward. No more looking back. No more holding on to fear. No more playing small. This is your life. This is your time, and you are in control. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. And starting today, you refuse to lose. Go out and build the life you deserve. Go out and prove to yourself that every struggle, every lesson, every challenge was worth it. Stand up, take action, and win your life.